Howdy, y'all. Good evening to you. Hope y'all had a great Thanksgiving day. I didn't do diddly today. Literally nothing except try to keep from freezing to death. Good gosh, it's cold. I should have a real coat on instead of this insulated vest. I'll be all right though. I got the heater running. It'll have this place warmed up in a little bit. Yesterday we finished the book of Galatians, and today we start a new book. Oh, excuse me. Goodness gracious, I didn't intend on doing that. When y'all suggested this book, when we still had 3 or 4 chapters in Galatians left, and it's a good book, and I hadn't been in it on here with y'all in a pretty good while, so I thought, there you go, that's our next book. So here we are at our next book. Oh, one of y'all said you had a turkey leg and all the fixings and stuff to go with it, and asked me what I had. Right here is what I had. Trail mix. I've been eating on it all day. It's good stuff. Y'all ready? I want to keep my hands in my pockets down here, but I got to hold the Bible, so they got to come out of the pockets. All right, Hosea. And chapter 1 is only 11 verses, so I'm going to do chapters 1 and 2. And y'all, if you're new here, I got a rule, and after 3 or 4 days of you doing this rule, you'll be thanking me, I guarantee you. Anytime you pick up this book right here, God's holy word, before you even read the very first word, stop and pray and ask the Holy Spirit to tutor you as you read God's holy word, and He will do it. He'll help you understand this book so much better. I'm not a teacher. I can't teach it to you. All I can do is read it to you, and I'm happy to do that for you. I love having the Bible accessible on videos, because when I'm driving, going somewhere, I just turn it on and listen. And I love that. And I know a lot of y'all love it because you keep coming back here, so obviously you love it. But if you really want to understand what God's messages are in this book, pray and ask the Holy Spirit to tutor you as you read it, or as you listen to me read it, or anybody else read it. And He will do that. You got to be listening for Him. You got to be in tune with Him. He'll do it. And when I pick a subject in the Bible to study, I'm using my notebook for a back support right now, but let me get it up for a minute. Whenever I'm studying, I got this book here. It's just a bunch of blank pages where you take notes. And I got it flipped around backwards. No, I don't. I had it right. But anyway, I take notes when the Holy Spirit's talking to me. And sometimes, I've told y'all, if you've been around any length of time, you've heard me say it several times, the Holy Spirit will be giving me scripture so fast, I got to tell Him, slow down. I don't take shorthand. But I think I get them all. But even, I can't remember where. I've told y'all before, and now my mind is blank. I can't remember where, but God even tells us to utilize the Holy Spirit for tutoring us as we read the Bible. And I didn't see that. I've read the Bible many times, but I didn't see that until just the last couple of years. Well, actually, God told me. I was having trouble with the book of Revelation. I wanted to understand it, but there's parts of it I didn't understand. It didn't make any sense to me, and it was frustrating to me. And I asked God several times to help me understand, and one day he told me just as clear as I'm talking to you, actually clearer, because I don't do anything clearly, but God told me, he said, ask the Holy Spirit to tutor you as you read the Bible. And I did, and it made a huge difference. And somewhere in the Bible, back in the New Testament, it tells us, Jesus himself tells us to use the Holy Spirit as a tutor. Almost in those exact words. I can't remember exactly where it's at or the exact words, but it's almost those exact words. And he does. He'll tutor you as you read. And so anytime you pick up this book, before you start reading, first stop and pray and ask the Holy Spirit to be your tutor or to tutor you as you read it. And he'll do it. You've got to be listening for him. Just like you listen for God's still small voice, you got to listen for the Holy Spirit. He'll do it, I guarantee you. All right, and several of y'all, since I started telling y'all to do it, several of y'all have told me that you have tried it and that it worked for them, and it will work. Jesus said it'll work. Jesus told us to do it. So do it. All right, Hosea chapter 1. The word of the Lord that came unto Hosea the son of Beeri in the days of Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah, kings of Judah, and in the days of Jeroboam the son of Joash, king of Israel. The beginning of the word of the Lord by Hosea. And the Lord said to Hosea, Go, take unto thee a wife of whoredoms, and children of whoredoms, for the land hath committed great whoredom, departing from the Lord. So he went and took Gomer, the daughter of Diblaim, which conceived, and bare him a son. And the Lord said unto him, Call his name Jezreel, for yet a little while, and I will avenge the blood of Jezreel upon the house of Jehu, and will cause to cease the kingdom of the house of Israel. And it shall come to pass at that day that I will break the bow of Israel and the valley of Jezreel. And she conceived again and bare a daughter. And God said unto him, Call her name Lo-ruhamah, for I will no more have mercy upon the house of Israel, but I will utterly take them away. But I will have mercy upon the house of Judah, and will save them by the Lord their God, and will not save them by bow, nor by sword, nor by battle, by horses, nor by horsemen. Now when she had weaned Lo-ruhamah, she conceived and bare a son. Then said God, Call his name Lo-ammi, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your God. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, Ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, Ye are the sons of the living God. I told y'all this is some good stuff, y'all. This is seriously good stuff. I'm getting a kick out of this right here. All right, let's keep going. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be, oh, I already read that. Where am I at? Then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together and appoint themselves one head, and they shall come up out of the land. The great shall be the day of Jezreel. Chapter 2. Say ye unto your brethren Ami, and to your sister Ruhamah, plead with your mother, plead, for she is not my wife, neither am I her husband. Let her therefore put away her whoredoms out of her sight, and her adulteries from between her breasts, lest I strip her naked and set her as in the day that she was born, and make her as a wilderness, and set her like a dry land, and slay her with thirst. And I will not have mercy upon her children, for they shall be the children of whoredoms. For their mother hath played the harlot, she that conceived them hath done shamefully. For she said, I will go after my lovers that give me my bread and my water, my wool and my flax, mine oil and my drink. Therefore, behold, I will hedge up thy way with thorns, and make a wall that she shall not find her paths. And she shall follow after her lovers, but she shall not overtake them, and she shall seek them, but shall not find them. Then shall she say, I will go and return to my first husband, for then was it better with me than now. For she did not know that I gave her corn and wine and oil, and multiplied her silver and gold, which they prepared for Baal. Therefore will I return and take away my corn in the time thereof, and mine wine in the season thereof, and will recover my wool and my flax given to cover her nakedness. And now will I discover her lewdness in the sight of her lovers, and none shall deliver her out of mine hand. I will also cause all her mirth to cease, her feast days, her new moons, and her Sabbaths, and all her solemn feasts. And I will destroy her vines and her fig trees, whereof she hath said, These are my rewards that my lovers have given me, and I will make them a forest, and the beast of the field shall eat them. Y'all understand what he's talking about here, I hope. And I will visit upon her the last days in Balaam, wherein she burned incense to them, and she decked herself with her earrings and her jewels, and she went after her lovers, and forgot me, saith the Lord. Therefore, behold, I will allure her, and bring her into the wilderness, and speak comfortably unto her. And I will give her her vineyards from thence, and the valley of Achor for a door of hope. And she shall sing there, as in the days of her youth, and as in the day when she came up out of the land of Egypt. You understanding now? He's talking about Israel. And it shall be at that day, saith the Lord, that thou shalt call me Ishi, and shalt call me no more Baal. For I will take away the names of Baalim out of her mouth, and they shall no more be remembered by their name. And in that day will I make a covenant for them with the beasts of the field, and with the fowls of heaven, and with the creeping things of the ground, and I will break the bow and the sword and the battle out of the earth, and will make them to lie down safely. And I will betroth thee unto me forever. Yea, I will betroth thee unto me in righteousness, and in judgment, and in loving kindness, and in mercies. I will even betroth thee unto me in faithfulness, and thou shalt know the Lord. And it shall come to pass in that day, I will hear, saith the Lord, I will hear the heavens, and they shall hear the earth. And the earth shall hear the corn, and the wine, and the oil, and they shall hear Jezreel. And I will sow her unto me in the earth, and I will have mercy upon her that had not obtained mercy, and I will say to them which were not my people, Thou art my people, and they shall say, Thou art my God. That's 16 minutes. That's the end of chapter 2. I'm going to do chapter 3 also. Y'all fasten your seatbelts, put your crash helmet on. Here we go, chapter 3. Then said the Lord unto me, Go yet, love a woman beloved of her friend, yet an adulteress, according to the love of the Lord, toward the children of Israel, who look to other gods and love flagons of wine. So I brought her to me for 15 pieces of silver, and for an homer of barley, and a half homer of barley. And I said unto her, Thou shalt abide for me many days. Thou shalt not play the harlot, and thou shalt not be for another man. So will I also be for thee. For the children of Israel shall abide many days without a king, and without a prince, and without a sacrifice, and without an image, and without an ephod, and without teraphim. Afterward shall the children of Israel return and seek the Lord their God and David their king, and shall fear the Lord and his goodness in the latter days. And we see all that happening now. That prophecy right there is being fulfilled. It is. It's happening. And I don't know when the book of Hosea was written, but it was a long time ago, y'all. And that prophecy, it's happening right now. Things are falling right into place. That people think they're falling apart. They're not. They're falling right into place, exactly like God said they would. How can anybody not believe God's holy word? I don't know, but most do not. That's it, y'all. Chapters 1, 2, and 3 of Hosea for your daily Bible reading today. And if we don't get rapture out of here tonight or sometime tomorrow, I'll be back with chapter 4 and whatever of Hosea. And I think I'm done here. I'm going to sit here and read more and study more, but I think I'm done with the camera. Alrighty. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I do. Y'all give me some comments to look at and to respond to. I respond to as many as I can. I think just this afternoon I responded to all of them from the last 2 or 3 days. I don't do that all the time, but I responded to a lot today. Alrighty, y'all. God bless you.